You know that feeling, right? You're up there, all eyes on you, the lights are bright, you open your mouth, and just nothing, a total blank. It is a uniquely terrifying feeling. But here's the thing you have to know. You are not alone. Pretty much anyone who's ever had to speak in public has been there. So in this explainer, we're going to flip that feeling completely on its head. We're going to take you from that moment of sheer panic to a state of confident, easy flow. And we're not just going to talk about it. We're going to give you a practical, step-by-step blueprint that puts you back in control. All right, let's dive in. Okay, first things first, and I really want you to hear this. That wave of panic, it's not a character flaw. It's not some personal failure. It's not you. It's simply a biological reaction, a totally normal thing that happens inside your brain.
We call it brain freeze, and it's a real neurological thing. When anxiety and pressure hit, your brain gets overwhelmed, and, well, it's like a circuit breaker just flips. The part that handles organizing your thoughts and finding words, it just temporarily goes offline. The info is still there, you can't get to it.
So why does that short circuit even happen? Well, it's usually not just one thing. Let's actually pull back the curtain and deconstruct this fear, because if we can understand the four main culprits, we can start to fight back. Number one is the big one, the classic fight-or-flight response. Your ancient brain sees a crowd of staring eyes and registers it as a threat. So, it floods you with adrenaline. Your heart pounds, your breathing goes shallow, and all your body's energy is rerouted from complex thought to one thing: survival. Next up is that little voice in your head, the inner critic. You know the one, it's whispering, "You're gonna mess this up," or "They think you're boring." When you're listening to that, you're trying to have two conversations at once. Your focus is split and your mental energy just drains away. And then there's the rush. You're nervous. You just want it to be over, so you speed up. The problem is, your mouth starts moving way faster than your brain can supply the words. You start stumbling, your thoughts get jumbled, and the whole thing just feels like it's falling apart. And finally, our brains are really good at remembering bad stuff. If you've had just one tough time on stage before, your brain saves that file. The fear, the panic, all of it. So the next time you're in a similar situation, it just pulls up that old memory and hits play, trapping you in a cycle of fear. Okay, so that's the what and the why. But knowing why you're scared doesn't make it less scary, right? So now we pivot to the solution. This isn't just theory. It's a concrete 3-day plan. A blueprint designed to put you back in the driver's seat. Now here's maybe the most important and kind of counterintuitive part of this whole plan. We are throwing out the bullet point outline. Why? Because an outline forces your brain to create sentences on the spot, which is a super high-stress job. A word-for-word script, on the other hand, turns speaking into a much easier task, remembering. It's a safety net. It gives your brain a clear, paved road to follow. So here's what the plan looks like. Day 1 is all about building the foundation, getting the words right. Day 2 is where we build actual confidence, getting the feeling right. And Day 3 is the final dress rehearsal, where we put it all together. Let's break down each day. Day 1, you're going to write your entire script, word for word. Seriously, every single word. This is your foundation. Then you're going to read it out loud in a mirror, using your hands moving around. This gets the words into your body. And finally, you have to record your voice and listen back. I know, it's a little cringy, but it is non-negotiable. It's the only way to catch where you're going too fast or where the phrasing sounds awkward. Day 2 is all about confidence. You'll start by practicing with a powerful posture, shoulders back, head up. It's a funny trick, but your body can actually convince your mind to feel more confident. Next, grab a friendly audience, a friend, your partner, anyone you trust. This gets you used to having eyes on you in a safe way. And finally, go exercise. Burn off all that nervous, jittery energy that fuels anxiety. All right, Day 3. This is your dress rehearsal. You're going to do a full run-through, simulating the real thing as much as you can. Time it, make sure it all flows. And here's a pro tip. Have a backup line ready. A little joke or just a simple phrase like, "You know what? Let me rephrase that." It's an emergency escape hatch if you freeze. And that night, take 10 minutes. Meditate, listen to music, just quiet your mind. So the day is here. All that preparation has led to this moment. Now, it's about execution.
So let's run through a final confidence checklist to make sure all that hard work pays off when it counts.
Okay, if you remember nothing else, remember this. Right before you walk out there, before one word comes out of your mouth, stop and take 3 deep, slow breaths, in through your nose and out through your mouth. This is like a manual reset button for your nervous system. It pulls you out of panic mode and into the present. 3 breaths. That's the whole key.
And once you're up there, have some water handy. A dry throat can actually trigger a panic response. Scan the room and make eye contact with a few friendly-looking people. It turns a scary mob into just a few individuals. And most important of all, trust your prep. You have a script, you have a plan, now just go follow it.
You know, it really all boils down to one simple truth. Confidence isn't some magic trait that people are born with. It's not a gift. It's something you build, brick by brick, through smart and consistent preparation. It's an outcome you create.
That fear, that feeling of going blank, it doesn't have to be in charge anymore. You have a clear, actionable plan now to take you from that place of fear to a place of flow. So the only real question left is, now that you have the tools to say it with confidence, what's the message you're going to share with the world?